Oh, wait. I have no microphone. Well, I probably do have one. Y'all probably do hear me, but that's not the microphone it should be on. The microphone is definitely not plugged in. Alrighty. Now let's see if we are on the right microphone. Okay. We are now on the right microphone. All right, all right, all right. Hello, hello, hello. Incredible greetings, everyone. Incredible greetings. Okay, let's get this all set up and let's get going. So y'all know, I did not know that Instagram was, well, I don't know. It's been a long time since I did since I started my Facebooks and stuff. But I always thought that like going live was just a part, like you were just natively able to go live from Facebook. Like you didn't have to like meet any requirements. And I was going to go live or attempt to go live on my 365 Creative Academy Instagram. And I don't see an option to go live. So I'm guessing you have to have a certain, like you have to reach a certain point to go live. Did not know that. Just learned something new. Because y'all know Instagram is it's technically not my go-to. It's outside of my wheelhouse right now. Right now is the operative word. So I didn't realize that I could not go live on Instagram. And I can from my other platforms, but not from 365 Creative Academy, which is where I want this content to live because we're kind of shutting down the other stuff. But yeah, just learned that. Very, very interesting. But anywho, hello, incredible greetings. How y'all doing today? It's Veterans Day. Know what that means, right? Right. See, Memorial Day, y'all be trying to come to me and tell me some happy Memorial Day. I'm like, I'm not dead. Okay? I'm very much so alive. So I'm always making the post saying, don't tell veterans, don't be telling them happy Memorial Day because we ain't dead. Okay? But today, you can definitely say happy Veterans Day. Air Force, hoorah. But anywho, we're going to talk about Canva. Canva. I know y'all are going to be so tired of me talking about that. Y'all used to me talking about Silla Studio. And although I am streaming to Sillaholics Anonymous right now, that particular YouTube, I need for y'all, even over there, to get on the Canva train. But I still want you to use Silhouette Studio for all of your creative things, right? You can incorporate a little bit, if you want to. Now, I personally don't use Canva a lot for like creating designs for sure. Oh, look, so I'll just, wait a minute. What is this on my shirt? What did I have this morning? Okay, well, minus the stain. What the hell was going on with my shirt? What the heck did I waste on my shirt this morning? Okay, definitely got to change that for later. But anywho, like something like this, being able to have like the text and then fill it in with the color, like I wouldn't necessarily do that. Like I'm not going to go to Canva to do something like this because with Canva, now they do have the gradient, like for fonts you can fill with gradient now. Like that was one of the new updates. But like this has gradient, this has offsets, this got some inner shadows. Like it's a whole lot of going on with this particular design. And this is not something that you would be able to natively do in Canva, right? Because with Canva, like effects to text, like you have to have multiples of that text, and that could be kind of dicey, kind of annoying trying to do all that. And then to fill it in with a customized color requires it to be a frame, and then it also requires you to like have that, like have that image, then you can fill it in and things of that nature. But like with Select Studio, I can customize my frame. Like I can customize my gradient, and then I can just fill it in with that gradient. And so it's a little bit different in Canva. So I wouldn't technically like create this particular design in Canva. I'll I'll go to this one because this one actually was created in Canva. Hold on. So one of our clients that they use us for printing. So they design them and we print out their decals and then they apply them to various surfaces. So this was done in Canva, but of course I had to go into Silhouette Studio to do like the print and cut part of it. But just being able to lay this out, being able to put a couple outlines on things and stuff like that, you know, she was able to do this in Canva, finding, you know, the it's not what is that? Oh God, why is my brain going blank? And I can't think of, it's not a steering wheel, it's an actual word when it comes to boats. But anywho, that thing came from Canva. You know, being able to remove the background from the picture, fade off the bottom. Like there's a lot of things like, you know, within this design that can be done in Canva. But like for me, I don't technically always like go to Canva for things like this. But let's say, you know, she wanted to create a promo post where it wasn't just taking a picture of this and posting it, and you wanted to like take the picture, remove like of the full cup, take the picture, remove the background, and then say, hey, let us personalize your styrofoam cups for your next event, your next whatever. If you want to put how to contact you, you want to put pricing on it, put your website, whatever it is that you want to do. You want to create some sort of reel or motion video. If you wanted to create like a behind the scenes of like taking it off of the sticker sheet and then putting it on the cup and then like, you know, just display. Like these are things like the video editing part you could do in Canva after you recorded all of the videos from your phone. Or you can simply just take a picture, upload it, and create other things around it and still make it a reel, because maybe you'll have like it's on sale. Like this is like your promo. Like your promo might be for get 12 free additional, you know, decals with an order of 24, 36, you know, or more, you'll get 12 additional ones, whatever, right? So whatever like that promo is, you may want to promote that, right? So you would create promotions like a flyer or like a digital flyer in Canva for that. Same thing like with this one. I just realized that was broke off. Now this is a little bit different because it is the contoured shape of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo. It's the turtles. The 5 was custom created in Silhouette Studio. And then there is like an offset where it's a contour. And then there is like a background of a brick wall and a sidewalk. And it is in the shape of that contour. So something like this, again, you would not be able to do this whole thing in Canva. Now you can go put the logo, you can get the turtles. You could create maybe a version of a 5 or just put any 5 there. But being able to create that contour and have that background around it is not something that is easily done in Canva. So I avoid Canva for projects like this. Silhouette Studio is going to always be my go-to for that kind of stuff. But again, if I wanted to turn this into some sort of promotion, I want to be able to showcase it. And it's not just me taking a picture of this on that ugly white fur that y'all have been taught to do pictures on. Please stop doing that. Please, please, please stop doing it. Okay. So if you're not looking to do it on that, and let's just say you put it on just a plain standard background and you want to remove the background and then put it in a different setting, guess what? You can do that in Canva. Now, you cannot remove the background for free in Canva. You would have to consider investing in Canva Pro for that, but you can for most phones, most smartphones. I would say if you had a smartphone that was produced or like that was made within like the past, let's just safely say 2 to 3 years. They normally have this function where once you take the picture, you hold it, it can remove the background. And there's like some different editing things. You also have like other apps like PixArt that you can remove background. So there's outside things that you will be able to use to remove the background from your pictures before you bring it into Canva to do all of the lovely things, right? But you can create some really awesome promo. Like, so if you're an entrepreneur, you have more time then you have money as a resource to help your business, you definitely should be looking into using Canva. If you are someone who's been following me for years and years and years, and you know me for doing all of the creative things, and I've gotten you hooked on Silhouette Studio, and it's like, okay, well, I haven't dived into Canva, like, trying to figure that out. Like, I'm good where I'm at. What are you using for your business? Are you even doing anything for your business, your side hustle, whatever it is that you want to call it, your hobby that you are monetizing, but you want people to know that it's you can buy this, right? You want to create some type of content around that. Content is not always the reels, and you have to do B-roll, and you got to go in, was it girl to the wham in the circle, even if it's a little, make a jump like her. You ain't gotta, you don't want to go and do the videos where you just but you have something about your business on it. And it's like, they'll do those. It's like, they'll put some type of caption about their business, but they're using the sound going. And then what the hell? Y'all are some major followers, some of y'all, because what the hell is this? What the hell is that? Seriously, never mind. I digress. I seriously digress, because I was like, y'all just pick up on anything and just make it just go. Because what is this? What is this? Oh my gosh. But anywho, you don't have to do this to create content. I promise you, you don't. You ain't got to throw that whatever in a circle to make content for your business. Everything doesn't have to be a video. Everything doesn't have to be you putting on your eyebrows, your eyelashes, your foundation, your concealer, putting on your headband wig. Everything don't have to be that to create content. For your business or even for yourself. You got something to say, you got a message. If you're somebody that just wants to put out inspirational quotes and you don't always want to have to get on camera to do that, create some visuals, let it move so that people stay on. Canva has this voiceover feature. Do your voiceover, apply it to it, and you're able to still get that inspirational message out there without having your face, be seen, or an AI twin. Never mind. There are ways, okay? There are ways, and Canva can definitely help you get there. So I'm like on this like mission in 2026. We're gonna really, really go deep into it. And Canva for business, doesn't matter what industry you're in. This is not just for crafters and creatives and those who do custom made items. If you are someone that's in real estate, if you have a car detailing business, if you're a dog groomer, if you are someone that does nails, you sell press-ons. I'm thinking about some of the people that's in MMU. If you have an assisted living facility, if you are selling you are selling life insurance, or you're helping people understand stocks and real estate, if you are someone that is selling CMOS, if you are someone that has a business where you are doing like wellness with a hula hoop, these are all people I've met like in the morning meetup. If you are someone who one of my son's friend, he wants to start cutting grass, so you have a landscaping business, anyone that wants to do anything, in order for people to know that you exist, to come to you and request those services, pay for those services, whatever it is. If you want to just be a speaker, you want to be an educator, people need to know your stance. They need to know how you speak, how you teach, what's your cadence. Do you talk too fast? Are you very, very detailed? You need a way for them to know who you are, how you operate, what's the outcome of like whatever service you provide. You have to have a way for them to be able to see what it is that you do, like without you having to always explain it. I have a business that's called all of our business have HS Inc. or 365 in some way, shape, or form. So we have HS Inc. Designs. And our tagline for that is let the ink speak for you. We have some inspirational things, like my Black Pledge, Black men are the blueprint. Be advised, I'm an extraordinary cocoa queen, or, I'm an extraordinary brown girl. Things of that nature, right? So it's like, let the ink speak for you. Let your content speak for you, so that you don't have to be the person that's always like it's good to go live, or it's good to, do content, but it's like, if it's there where people can consume it and it's not in this like small window, they have to be on your live. They have to come to your event. They have to come to your class. This is the benefit of content, and everything doesn't have to be full on video. There are some people that like to read. There's some people that like to see visuals. They like to see movement to capture their attention, and not just you changing 30,000 different angles. Because I know for me, I actually don't like the videos where they're like here and then it's like this random thing and you're like watching them from the side and then it goes back and then it's like this side. Like, I personally, I don't like that content, right? So I'm technically, not their ideal audience, right? But maybe if they had that same information, but in a different way, I feel like content creators are afraid to put out the exact same information in different formats so that it can appeal to different people and how they like to consume things. Canva can help you if you're like, okay, I like what she's saying. I think I definitely need to tap into giving out the same information, but in different ways, as a video, like as a talking head video, as text, as just a post, like just different ways. If that is you, then you are in the right place. If you are somebody who, hey, I don't have a business, but my life can be chaotic. I have trouble with like time management, or there's just things that I want to DIM. Y'all know that is what I say. I don't really use the DIY. I use DIM. Okay. And that is do it myself. So there's some things that you may want to DIM. My cousin, she DIM'd the invitation to her daughter's birthday party. Like, she didn't have to go out and pay someone. Yes, we're going to make you, name of the game. Like, in order for us to make money, we have to make you feel like you need us. Like, well, I don't do it as much anymore as far as like making customized things like invitations. But those who do invitations, like, they want you to feel like you don't got the time to do this. You don't have the time to do this. You don't have the skills to do this, okay? They don't want you to know about Canva because that's what they're using to create this. Like, they don't want you to be self-sufficient. Like, and that's not a bad thing, right? Because how else would they be money? There are some who need the convenience of someone who is great at what they're doing. But there are some people like, let me figure this out. Like, do I need this to be a professional production? No, I just need my child's face to light up. I just need the people in their class to know, hey, we got a little something, we got a little get together, meet us at the bowling alley at such time. We're going to rent out these lanes. We're going to have some pizza and some drinks, anything outside of that. Send your child with some coins, okay? Like, they don't need this whole production just to let somebody know, meet me at the bowling alley. Okay, we going to Spares. We finna go ahead and chop it up for 2 hours or so. Let these kids have fun, right? I don't need to pay someone like me because I'm charging you $25 or better, even for something that simple. I don't need to pay someone $25, $50, $100 just for this little invitation. Let me go ahead and whip this thing up myself. There are templates that people will sell for a few dollars, but you still got to know how to edit that template. Just because they gave you the template, you got to know how to change the colors, put your baby picture in there, be able to change the text so that, it's your location and not whatever, placeholder location they put in there at the time. You still have to know how to do these things. You can create timers for your kids. I'm telling y'all, there are so many possibilities to what you can do with Canva. Most people are only tapping into 10% or less of what Canva can really, really do in your life. And that is our mission going into 2026 is I want to help you create microsystems for your business, for personal, whatever you have a need at. How can Canva help you? And this is not a sponsored video. I got to probably stop doing that because, I did that with Silhouette Studio for 10 years with Silhouette America, where I'm really helping people get to their platform and helping people see the benefits of their product and stuff like that. And it's not sponsored. I should probably stop at some point, but I'm here for the people, right? I'm really here for the people. This is not sponsored. Okay. I'm not a Canva ambassador, whatever that thing is called. I don't get paid by these folk. Okay. At all to tell you to learn Canva. I do, however, get paid for you to allow me to teach you Canva in a more practical way. Like someone that understands how you really need to apply it to your life. And I can show you those specific things. Like, that is my superpower. That is where I come in at. So they're not paying me to say that Canva is great. I have used it. Y'all probably don't realize how much content that I have put out there that was created in Canva, because I'm not always screaming to the mountaintops, this was created in Canva, because again, them folk don't pay me. but I've created a lot of content. I've spent years. So I've been using Canva now for maybe about 6 years, actually, because it was before the pandemic when I kind of got into it, and it's come a long way. When I got into it initially because it was a way to create like Instagram content. Like that to me, that was like the main thing of it was creating like really cool Instagram content that you didn't have to like do videos and stuff. But I wasn't really big into Instagram. Like 6, 7 years. Like, so I've been using it for a long time. I've grown with the program and just seeing like different things, which is why I want to scream to the mountaintop some of the stuff that's like, dude, this was an improvement from back then, but now you're making it worse. You're trying so hard to make it this powerhouse. They are falling short in some areas. Like, y'all know, I'm going to keep it real honest, okay? And that's probably why people don't like for me to be ambassadors, because I don't know how to not be completely honest. Put my phone on do not disturb real quick. Yeah, so I don't know how to not be very, very honest. Okay. And you know, they are falling short in some areas and some things that should have just left alone. But it is a great system. I mean, I'm finding new ways to incorporate it in our lives like all the time. Some of you guys know MJ has his business, you know, well, the boys, because Zaidi Money hates when I say that it is MJ's business, because he'll tell you it is my business as well. My face is on there as well. Don't say it's MJ's business, but we have to figure out what active thing that he will do to generate revenue for their business. But like with MJ and the things that he does, trying to create a tally of the revenue that he brought in where we both can see it kind of like in real time. Like there's all these other like big professional type apps, of course, you know, for bookkeeping, but he's 14. He just wants to know how much. And every day I go pick him up. How much money did I make, mom? So I figured a way to make my life a little bit easier with that, and he can see it in real time. He doesn't have to keep asking me. So I created a spreadsheet like for that, where he can have access to it from his Canva account, and he can always see it when he needs to update it on his end. I can see it. I'm working on now because we were just trying to figure it out, like with his restock for his supplies and when to go and the cost and this and the third, like trying to figure that part out, giving him more of like a more inventory control and how much he's like taking with like all these other things. Like, so I'm still working on a system for that I can do in Canva, because it'll be, okay, so I don't know what's going on. So we'll just remove that. And then save changes. I don't know what's going on here. So then let's try and bring that back. Okay. But yeah, so we're working on some things, you know, within Canva, but there's so many things. Like, and this is why I can honestly say the average person is only using about 10% of what Canva can really do. Like, there's a lot of systems that you can create in your life. And one of the things too that I'm considering doing, I do have a secondary account. So I have one that I have Pro on, but it can get kind of confusing in there. And I don't necessarily want to pay for another like Pro account. So there are going to be some things that I won't be able to like do over there, but I am considering making one of them like the family account, and like things that we do, like I can just do over there. So that's one that I'm toying with, but it's like going back and forth, like that part for me and how my brain works. It may not work out, but we're going to probably test it out, because trying to find certain things, it is getting kind of dicey over there in my Canva. Okay. And then I also worry about if they were ever start charging us for space and having like uploading too many things, and just kind of like, I'm just, y'all know, I'm not about putting all of my eggs in one basket and like just letting things live there. I constantly have to like download things and create backups for things, because if I lose everything because they get messed up or someone hacks them, I'm going to be 38 hot. Okay. So yeah, just trying to, I like systems. I don't know about you, but I personally cannot operate. I cannot do it without some sort of system. I have to have reminders. Folks have to, yeah, you have to be on, like if it's not in my ecosystem, like for my system, it doesn't exist to me. Like, I'm so serious. It just does not exist to me. But Canva helps keeping things in my system where I can see it. It's an app that I go to on a daily basis. So it's easier for me to remember things, especially if it lives somewhere on my Canva, because I'm there all the time. Like, it's not a day that goes by that I don't go into Canva. All right. So like I said, we're gonna do a whole lot of talking about Canva in the next, the upcoming weeks and things of that nature. And I'm still a silhouette girl. We have the print and cut workshop on Thursday. We're doing cupcake toppers. So you're more than welcome to, still join that if you're wanting to understand print and cut and up your skills and cut on a wide variety of different materials and just really understand your machine. We have print cut, and I've sucked because I've been so deep into this Canva thing. I have sucked at really pushing the print and cut. That's a story for another day about business and niching down and have too many things going on and how it's being a pain in my life. And I feel like sometimes I'm not as successful in certain ventures as I could be because I'm like focused on something else. I forget about that. And this is where you need help and you need somebody else to be like the mouthpiece for certain things. But that's a story for another day. Okay. I don't think there's a Canva hack or a Canva a system that basically clones me to really go out there and do the work. So I have, that has fallen on the wayside for the print and cut workshop, but you can still enroll. Okay. But anywho, just know that silhouette is still very, very prevalent in my creative life. I love it. Actually about to do some cutting on my Cameo later today. But we're going to talk about Canva and why this is the perfect time for you to start using Canva. This is your sign. You've looked at it, you've seen people in groups talking about it. You have there was nothing that really connected the dots for you as to why you need to look into Canva, why you need to go ahead and put that app on your phone, put that app on your iPad, go onto your computer, go to the website, create an account, save that website into your favorites. Like, there was nothing that really connected the dots for you on why you need to do that. You just hear people talking about Canva, 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 Canva. This will be your sign that you need to now invest in learning and utilizing, incorporating Canva into your everyday life. Okay. All right. So I do see some comments over here. Oh, I never shared. I don't even know if I said who in the hell I am. Okay, hold on. So let me go over here real quick and share this out because I did forget. So let's do that. And how are y'all doing? I see some comments over here. Hey, 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 thank you so much for saying Happy Veterans Day. Hey, 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 thank you, thank you. Sits my city girl, period. She said, I don't know, sis. It looks like somebody drowning. I don't get it. Okay. So Michelle says, thank you to all of the veterans. Thank you so very much. Incredible greetings. And a lot of these templates that are out there now, you need to know how to use Canva for those templates. Your superpower is that you're patient, very knowledgeable, and that you have helped others grow. She said, "Don't play with Zanimani." Okay, she's like, "Look, don't play him. Don't play him." But how are y'all doing? As you guys come in, drop a hey, how you doing? Let me know who's watching. I can see how many y'all are on between the different platforms, but y'all aren't saying anything. So let me know who is on, who is watching. If you have already started incorporating Canva in your everyday life, let me know. While I go ahead and share this to some places, okay? Okay, there we go. I am doing incredible. Thank you for saying Happy Veterans Day. Currently not using Canva. Okay, there's a difference. Are you not using Canva, or have you not even downloaded? You have not even created an account. So let's do it this way. So there's a difference between not using it and simply not having an account. Okay, so let's go. Let's start there. Put a 1 in the chat if you do not. You have not created a Canva account. You are not a part of the 200 million people. I think that's what the number is, somewhere in there. The millions of people who have a Canva account, you have none. Put a 1 if you do not even have an account. Put 2 if you have an account, but you are not utilizing it. You are not going to it at all. You created it because you heard about it, but you haven't even really looked at it. Let me know in the chat. Okay, so I see a 1. She says you are a great teacher. God bless you. Thank you so much. Let's see. Okay. I know I'm not using Canva to its fullest potential, but I'm getting better. I do use it at least 3 to 5 times a week. I make flyers, business cards, and I've done a video for someone that they use for advertising. Okay. Thank you so much for saying Happy Veterans Day. Appreciate it. So a 2 here, have it but not using it. I have 1, but I've not looked at it. No, 1 was if you do not even have an account. You've never gone to the web, you've never downloaded the app, you never gone to the website, and you do not have an account whatsoever on Canva. That was the 1. 2, you have it, but you not really like, basically like Michelle. I have it, haven't even looked at it. I downloaded it because I heard someone say something. I looked at it. I thought it was just as intimidating as Photoshop and said, yeah, I don't have time to learn another application. And you just have the app is just taking up space on your mobile device, or you just never visit the website if you're on a computer. And I didn't really give a 3. So 3, I think, is where you are, because you have, boom, that's what I was going to say. I'm going to create a 3 because 3, you are someone that has it. You are using it, just not to its fullest potential where you need it at in your life. Now, because Canva has a lot of things, right? And not every person needs to tap into every single part of what Canva can do. No person is ever going to use it like 100%, right? You just need to figure out what are the areas in your life where Canva can be an asset. Personal and business, right? Where can it be an asset? How can it create a system for you to keep you consistent? I know there are so many of you guys watching, whether you're watching live or you're watching the playback, where you're like, time management is an issue. Being consistent is an issue. And life happens and if you are that person that's naturally taking on too much, right? That's a you issue, right? Canva's not going to help that. Canva's not going to help the fact that no matter how many systems you have in place, you are trying to do everything yourself and you are trying to take on way too much. Canva's not going to help you with that. There's nothing that's going to help you with that other than you may be going to some therapy and realizing you don't have to be the person that saves the world. You don't. I'm in my Canva, not my Canva. I'm in my Scandal binge watch for like the 3rd or 4th time. I'm on season 3 in like a couple of days. It's like if I'm not on here, if I'm not working. Well, no, even when I'm working, Scandal's playing because I don't really have to watch it because this is like the 4th time. It might be more than that, but it's okay. But I keep finding things. I'm like, why I don't remember this the first 30,000 times I watched this? Why don't I remember this part happening? But anywho, what was I saying? Oh, so what was I gonna say? It's like not gladiator. Yeah, you don't have to be the gladiator, right? what the heck is going on here? I don't know what's happening. We're having trouble streaming to Facebook. This may be an issue on Facebook and blah, blah, blah. The stream was deleted. I have no idea what's going on here. Shakeya Lavelle just won't play. But anyway, you don't have to be the gladiator where you're trying to help everyone. You're being the problem solver. You're trying to fix it. You're trying to handle it for everything and everybody and everything within your life. You don't have to do that. I promise you don't. You're going to burn yourself out. You're going to be like me, having a heart attack at the age of 42 because you're trying to do every single thing. You ain't going to do that. I promise you don't. But if you can pinpoint areas where you can be disciplined to utilize that help, Canva can help you. And I'm speaking from experience, not someone that just heard someone say something. Oh my God, this is amazing. This is gonna be the next big thing. Let me go and teach it. Like I have cultivated a relationship. I have used different things, saw what worked, what didn't work. I spent a lot of time on things that were, this is stupid, Shakeya. Why did you? But I needed to do that to know where it truly is a benefit. And that's why I'm like more confident now in being able to say, Canva can really do some things. Like I've tapped into using it for so many different things that you guys have never seen, probably will never see, because there are things that are just private to me and like what we do. And I don't really feel like I need to teach it all. Like I feel like if I introduce you to Canva, if I keep you in Canva long enough, you will discover the ways that you can use Canva in your life. I cannot teach you all the ways. I am not trying to teach you all the ways, but I do want to introduce you to Canva, the tools and resources that are there. I'll mention some things in passing on what you can and can't do and how you could possibly use it. And then it's up to you to figure out how it can benefit you. But I know right now, with how you are thinking about Canva, you're not using it to the fullest potential that it can serve in your life. Okay. So she says, I have Pro, but I've never used it. You like wasting money. David was talking on David Shands, because I'm in the morning meetup, and he was telling them, like, some of you guys have subscriptions. You say that you like, I'm not sure if money is like an issue for you, like where you need to cut the fat at, not everybody's in this position where they have to they have to scale back and trim down. But if you were someone that where's this money going? You feel like you're doing something like, where's this money going? Now, Canva may not be a whole lot. I'm not sure if you pay for it by the month, if you're paying for it, yearly. I pay for mine yearly. I just like that. Just come out one time, like just get over with. But if it's like something monthly and you're not using it, it may be okay. Like right now, you may need to just end that subscription, because you don't lose access to Canva if you don't have Pro. You still have access to so many elements and assets and features, like using sheets, using the videos, using creating flyers, like there's a lot of templates that are not using animations, using transitions. These are things that are free to use in Canva. You're going to lose things like the Magic Studio. So being able to remove a background, being able to grab text, being able to like do things like that. You are going to lose that ability, but you can still use Canva. Okay. If you just take away Pro. So maybe you want to unsubscribe from Pro, start using it, seeing, and then as you're actually using it and you're seeing that you need those Pro features, then you can go back and resubscribe to Pro. Okay. Oh, you got the Pro for free. Okay. So I guess it's a little bit different if you got it for free. Okay. Still use it then. Like, I mean, it's free. Use it. Use it. I've had it for 3 years, but only use it a handful of times. You taught me that in creative business. Yes, another program that y'all definitely need to be in. I want to really change the name. I mean, I do like being able to help creatives in business, like make money in business, but I don't feel like creators really appreciate it. And I have so many ideas that will help so many businesses. So I'm trying to debate on how we're going to do that. but definitely join creative business. I remember when I used to say, well, I want to do this, I want to do that. And you would constantly say, that's not a good idea. It's not going to work. And once I jumped back into writing, I learned that. I learned that I needed a formatter, an editor, an ARC readers, beta readers, and someone to design my covers. Okay. So, hey, Kay, how are you? I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to show y'all one of the ways where I realized, like, especially with having Canva Pro, how it really, really, really helped me. Okay, hold on. So let me go and grab that. Hold on. All right, I'm back. So Zion and Imani had a homework. That what they'll do is they'll rip the sheet out of their workbook. They bring it home. So I'm guessing, because I will take his book bag and I pull out the homework and stuff, and I'm guessing it somehow fell under the couch, right? And I have an ice addiction. I like ice. And I think I came in the house and something happened and my ice spilled. So I went to go and clean it up, whatever. And I guess I didn't see that one of the cubes was underneath the couch, and also happened to be where his homework was. And when we first saw it, it was soaking wet. I was like, okay, I'll let it dry and then I'll see. But as it dried, it looked crazy because it got stepped on and all this other stuff. So this is what his homework paper looked like. And I was like, I cannot send my child to school with that. Okay. I can't do it. I can't do it. So yeah, y'all see, there's this weird stain here. You can see all of the dirt on it. I would have been so embarrassed to send my child to school with this. So, and let me ask you guys, right? So you're in this situation. This happens, right? Let's say you do have access to a printer. You have access to a phone. You have or a tablet. You have access to a computer. So either or, you can have one or the other, and you have access to a printer. You have a printer in-house. Your printer, you can print from your phone directly to your printer. So you have to have those in order for this to work, whatever, right? So you have that. Now, if you don't have it, it's a little bit different because it's they just don't have to rock with this one unless you were going to write it out. So I guess let's say we already did 1, 2, 3. Let's go. We're now 4, 5, 6. So 4, 5, 6. This happens to your kid, right? Their homework paper. Are you 4? Oh, well, you finna fill out this homework and you finna send this, you finna take this dirty paper back to school. Because as a teacher, I probably wouldn't even want to touch it. I'm not even gonna lie, because I don't know what all that is. I probably wouldn't touch it. Was that pee? I don't know. I know it's dry now, but probably wouldn't really want to touch it. That might just be me. But would you just be like, you finna fill this homework out and take this to your teacher? Put a 4 if that would come on, be honest. Even if you're watching the playback, a 4 if that would be you. This going do that homework. Put a 5 if you are that parent where, okay, this is embarrassing. So I'm going to get a sheet of paper. I'm going to write this. I'm going to write these out. You're going to still do your homework, but oh my God, I'm just so embarrassed. I cannot send this to school. So you're going to go, you got to find the time to write out 1 cover, 2 feast, 3, like that. And then do all the definitions so they can then match it. Go ahead and put a 5. If you are that parent, I'm not a savage. Okay. I'm just going to rewrite it out for my baby. I got some paper at the house. We got some pens and pencils. I'm going to recreate it, and you're going to match this, and you're going to turn that in, and I will explain to the teacher why this one did not come in. go ahead and put a 5 if that would be you. Okay. So whether you write it out or type it out, are you a 4 or are you a 5? 4 or 5? 4 or 5? 4 or 5? So the fact that I went to go get something, that y'all know, I'm kind of in that 5 range. But see, I'm gonna be the extra 5. Like, so now I'm going to be in a 6 now. Okay, and I'm going to show you how I became a 6, and I want you to become a 6 as well. Okay, because you have the ones that's going to say that, you have the ones that's going to write it out. And I want you to be a 6. I want you to be the person that's going to use Canva where you can get this done in less than 5 minutes and you ain't got to send your child to school with this nasty paper. I want to help you become a 6. Do you want to become a 6? Right? Without even knowing what becoming a 6 is, let me know. Just knowing me, right? Do you want to be a 6? Are you okay with being a 5? But would you like to be a 6, even without knowing what a 6 is? Just know there's something good. Would you like to be a 6? Would you like, how long do you think it would have taken you to write out 8 vocabulary words, 8 meanings with a lot of words to them? How long would this have taken you? Would you like to be a 6 where you could have done this in less than 5 minutes? So even with typing it out, you got to go type it out. You can be the fastest typer in the world, but it's still going to take you some time, right? To type it out. Can we agree to that? So even if we typed it out, trying to space it and all of these different things, would that take you some time to type it out and space it out? So I got some 5, got some 5s. 5. Yeah. Okay. So, but if you scan it, you're still gonna, like, a scan is going to pick. Ooh, child, girl, Ash. I gotta put my hand up too much. Oh Lord, where my lotion at? Jesus. I'm ashy, Jesus, because I wash my hands after I put moisturizer on, and Lord Jesus, I'm ashy. Okay, but even if you were to scan this, guess what's gonna come up? You're gonna still see, like, this is color. So when you scan it, it may not be the nasty paper, but you're going to still see the crock mark. You're going to see this part up here on your scan when you print it out. So I would have scanned it, exported it into Word, cleaned it up. How much time would that have taken? More than 5 minutes? Would that have taken more than 5 minutes? That sounds like it would have taken longer than writing it out. Okay. So I want to show y'all something. All right. I'm gonna show y'all something. So let's go ahead and present. I need y'all to like this video. I need y'all to drive the likes up. If I got to share, I'm gonna share with y'all something that will help you in your everyday life. Like, be that super parent. 5 minutes. That's all it takes. Right? So I need you to share it out. I need you to hit like. I need you to hit like. I need you to put ready in the chat. I need you to put, I want to be a 6. Okay. I want to be a 6. I need it in the chat while I go ahead and set up this screen share. Okay, I want to be a 6. I want to be a 6. All right, cool beans. Oh no, that looks crazy. It says it'll put it that way, but that looks absolutely insane. That looks insane. Let's remove you because that looks crazy. It's all up on my face. Don't like that. Okay. So now, okay, it won't let me stream over there. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add this to the stage. Add this to the stage. Let's drop me down and let's drop me down. Okay. Now I was trying to find it and I did. So I found it and then I was like, you know what? Let me go back because I want you guys again to see how great Canva is. If you were on my last broadcast, like my broadcast last week, and I typed in the word braids, and I was telling you how Canva's AI technology will pick up anything that is braids. So I had typed in braids, and the post, like the thing that I created, the title of it wasn't braids. Braids was just like in the design itself. So it was like and I was trying to figure out which file it was. Like this still says copy of black and white film strip Instagram story, blah 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 blah. But I typed in braids and it showed me the uploads, like it showed me everything, even though it wasn't in the title. So let me go back first. Hold on. Let me back up. Back up. So I'm an extra parent. This is what I created. This is what Zion Imani took to school. Okay. This is what he took to school. Now I was trying to find this and I was like, oh shoot, did I actually title it? What was the title? So I'm going through my stuff and I couldn't find it. I just picked a word on here. So I just went to feast. I need some lotion. Jesus, this looks crazy on camera. Oh my gosh. So let's go back over here. And I typed in feast. I could have picked any one of those words. Of course, this comes up. I actually did label this. I titled it, it was like page 150, grade 2, unit 2, week 5. Like that was what this homework was. But I just typed in feast and it brought this up. Okay. So this is, excuse you. Oh, I took it off. It's okay. It's in my uploads. But yeah, this can't be the one that I did. But anywho, I ended up doing this in Canva. I want to put a timer. Does this thing have a timer? Does this have a timer? Oh God. Oh wait. There is a timer here somewhere. Shoot. Okay, let me do timer. Clock app. And I guess I really need it to be the stopwatch. There we go. And let's clear this. Okay. So I'm going to let this start. I'm going to pretend like I'm taking the picture and we're going to go through and see if I can actually get this done like in 5 minutes. Like I said, I don't remember how much time it was, but let's see. All right. Y'all ready? Okay. So I'm going to start it. Boom. I got my homework. We're going to take the picture. I'm going to come into Canva. Let me find this exact same one that I'm on. Come on. Okay, so let's go feast so I can find this one. But I would have just started when I'm doing this, I would have just started as an 8.5 by 11 design page. Okay, so there's that one. All right, I'm going to go into my my uploads or my gallery, should I say. And I'm going to add the picture that I took of his words. Where the hell is it? Jesus. Oh, crap. Where is it? Oh, here it is. It's so small. Okay, so we're going to... All right, I don't know why it's not coming up. So I'm just going to do it this way because it's not coming up. I'm going to go to upload. So it's the same thing I would have done on my phone, but I have to do it here. So I'm going to click on it. Boom. It gave me this. I don't even have to do anything to it. I'm going to come over here to edit. I'm going to go to my Magic Studio and I'm going to go grab text. Once I go grab text, I'm going to click on it for it to say all text. And I'm going to go grab. All right, for the sake of this, I'm going to duplicate this one. So I'm going to duplicate the page. All right, so it grabbed all the text for me. I'm going to take the original image and I'm going to just move this down for now because I will need it. I'm going to take all of this. I'm going to come up here because it's all in these multiple fonts. I'm just going to make it, let's say League Spartan. And for the size, I'm going to make them all 10. I can probably make them 12. All right, cool beans. So we're there. We're going to take all of the, well, actually, no, I'll take all of it. I don't need this part. So we'll take all of this. We will make it slightly bigger. Looking at the paper, it was review. I can make you smaller. Oh, wait, let's put our timer back up here. Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. Make that smaller. Lines. I'm going to come over here. We're going to take all of these and we're going to align them position. We're going to align them to the left. We're going to take all of these. We're going to go align to the left. I don't know why it didn't give me my bottom part, but that's okay. So we're going to go elements and we're going to go shapes. We're going to go line. I'm going to put this line right here so that he can write his name. And then I will duplicate this, bring it down here because it did have page 150. So I'm just going to do plus. I'm going to go page 150, grade 2, unit 2, week 5. All right, so that's everything. So I don't really need this because that's everything that was there. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. I'm going to go ahead and share, download. I want to go ahead and save this. If I'm going to do this from like my phone or whatever, I probably would just save it as like a PDF. We're going to go PDF. I only want page 3, done, download. And guess what? I'm now ready to print this out. And we're at 4 minutes. And then however long it takes to print. And that was me fiddling with my phone trying to first find it, but less than 5 minutes. I took a picture of the paper, I uploaded it, and every word except the page 150 grade 2 because that wasn't in the picture, I used a pro feature, which is grab text. Because in these groups, excuse me, I'm sorry for yelling. I'm sorry, my bad for yelling. Because if they tell y'all to use grab text to find out the font of something one more goddamn on time, that is not what you use grab text for. And it's so hard being the only person that's talking about how you really use it, but people looking at you like you're crazy, or when you say that's not going to work, but all these comments, say that that's how you do it, and that's not what you use. This is how you use grab text. It grabbed that text. I was able to make all of them the same font, the same size, line them up, boom, boom, boom. I don't have to type it out. This is what grab text is for. It's not going to give you the font. You don't have to type out something that is from a picture. That is what it's for. I told y'all, less than 5 minutes. I know you're not going to think, I know you weren't going to think about that. That is what I keep trying to explain to y'all. This is what I do. This is my superpower. I am the brain that you probably wish you had because I'm going to think about crazy things like this. Why? Because I understand programs and what their full potential is. I'm looking at grab text. If you're looking at, if you go, okay, grab text, and you only see people use it in the wrong way, because I don't understand why people keep saying go to grab text for whatever that foolishness they be doing. If you're not ever really understanding what a tool and function is, my goal is to help you understand what this tool or function, what its foundational use, what is it used for? Then you can go, it's like, oh, this is going to do X, Y, and Z. Boom, I can use it for this. And then ideas like that become instantaneous. This is why you got to be locked in with me. This is why you have to be locked in with the professor. The things that you are not going to think of, my brain, for some reason, just goes there. Got to be a little crazy, okay? I'm wired a little, I might be a little off in the brain because I will think of this like, Shakeya, seriously? Why? Why was that your first thought? So you got to be willing to be a little crazy. That's why I'm in therapy. But I like saving time. Okay? I like saving time. So I can go and do something else with that time, right? Time is time is my most valuable currency. And when you're doing this right before your child has to go to school because you didn't realize that you forgot to wait for it to dry, or you could have used a blow dryer, but I really didn't want to do that either. I did this right before that baby went to school. We sat there and we connected the dots, connected the lines while he was eating his Cheerios. Yes, God. Less than 5 minutes. I promise y'all, less than 5 minutes. Versus you going, you looking at this, you typing it out, you doing all this. If you got Pro and you're not, if you have Pro, God, Pro, that's so ghetto. If you have Pro and you're not using it, this is something like, this is not about business. This is for your sanity. This is for your child's grade. This is everyday life stuff. And Canva can help you systemize and organize and be stress-free. I didn't have to stress out like, Lord, I'm trying to get him ready for school. Y'all think I wish I had a camera in my house for y'all to see. I did this to prepare it to print while I am walking around from room to room doing my regular morning tasks. I'm like, oh, shoot. We were supposed to do this homework. I was waiting for it to dry, whatever. I took the picture. I am walking around uploading. I went to grab text, whatever. I put my phone down, whatever. I came back. Now, I will say, once I got it on there, I could not complete it from my phone like in the time frame that I wanted, because from the phone, in order to grab all those things like I did, you got to still click it one by one by one by one by one. Whereas on the computer, I just grab. So that's when I said I put my phone down, because I was like, oh, hell no. I'm not about to go and select multiple for each one of these. So I left, came back to I opened the computer. The great thing about Canva is what you do in one spot, it's available instantaneously. Instantaneously, it's available. I'm going to show y'all, right? So hold on. We're just going to go here, right? And then I'm going to simply add boom. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong one. But it's here, though. So, but I want you to see it upload. So we're going to go to 4. I'm on my phone. Y'all can see over here. I'm on my phone. I'm going to go here. We're going to go to uploads. I'm going to click on one of our designs from HS Sync Designs. The Black Men Must Be. Boom. The blueprint. Y'all see that there. I'm going to adjust this size. And you should see it adjusting on my screen. So when I realized, so I did not want to go click like tap, 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 tap. I put the phone down. I did whatever I need to do. I ran over here, opened up Canva, opened up that file, quickly grabbed everything, made it one font, made it one size, lined it up, saved it, printed it out while I'm still getting him ready. That's what I do. Okay. And I'll show you the rest of this design is, it actually sits on the shoulder. Look at that. Y'all are seeing this in real time. I'm here. Y'all see both of my hands are here. Look in the little box. I'm right here. You can purchase this shirt over on hsyncdesigns.com. So on the shoulder, it's like for men carry the blueprint. They carry they carry that on their shoulder, and it's like men must be, and it's the blueprint for their families and stuff. So you can go to HS Sync Designs to purchase your shirt for the men in your life for Christmas. All right. But yeah, that's one of the ways that, for me, it's a time saver. So when I'm saying you're not using it to its fullest potential, something as simple as that to save you time where you have to get it done. Your brain knows that you're not going to send this to school, but then it's also like, well, shoot, I have to type this out. So it's not something you're going to make money off of, but it just saves you time. It saves your sanity. It keeps you from stressing out like you are the worst parent in the world, like the parent guilt, the mommy guilt. It alleviates that. Well, it can if you understand how to use the program, how to use the system, and how to use those tools and resources to your advantage to help you in your life, especially when you have more time than you do money as a resource. And then sometimes when you don't really have look, time ain't on your side. You need, and this is where, when I say you can't save both, you can't save time and money. Would you be able to use Canva for this and that be the platform where you go to and you can easily type it out and do all these things? Yes. But now you invest a little bit of money. You invest a little bit of money into that pro to have access to Magic Studio functions like grab text. You're now saving time, but it did cost you some money. All right. But this is your sign. I want you guys to think about something that stressed you out. If there was some type of system, if there was something to help you organize it or accomplish it, it doesn't matter how small or insignificant it may seem, because we as humans tend to think, oh, well, this is something small. Like, I shouldn't be stressing about this. This is just a simple thing. But as a mom, I'm stressing like, I cannot do this to my kid. I cannot send him to school with this. To others, it might seem very, very small. It's minuscule. But to me, I felt like the worst mom in the world. Like, I'm either my child either going to get an F because I'm not going to send it in, or I have to send in this mess. It may seem small. What is something? I need you to write it in the chat. What is something that, man, I wish, big or small? It can be as far as your imagination can take you. But what is something where you're like, I could have used a good system. I could have used a resource. I could have used a hack to help me with this thing. What is that? You are very welcome. This is what I do. This is what I love to do. I want to get paid for forever, from now until forever, to help educate and share my knowledge and the way that I use things in the not so obvious way. Like, I want to help you think outside of the box. I wake up every single day trying to figure out what can I show people that helps them think outside of the box. Now, y'all don't always get that for free. I help folks who pay me, but I always want to help you think outside the box. What is something that you could use a system for? She said, yes, you did that. Thank you, sis. Oh, man, his neurologist called. Shoot. And it's on Do Not Disturb, and they called twice. I needed that call. Please hold. Baby, let me tell you something. Favor ain't fair. Favor ain't fair. Whoo, them people said 7 to 10 days. And when I say my God works overtime on my behalf, the people say, come pick up this paperwork. I'm about to go, y'all, because I got to go. Because favor isn't fair. I got to go pick up. Hey. Them people told me, look here. Them people told me 7 to 10 days. And God said, 24 hours, boo, 24 hours. Take me through that. Take me through that. My God is great. My God is great. Hey, my God is great. My God is great. Okay, my bad. Woo! I had to listen to that voicemail. I'm sorry. I had to go listen to the voicemail because I'm like, oh my gosh. Let's see. Helping build my character profiles, because I'm always writing them down and forgetting which notebook I wrote them in. I have one labeled character profile, but sometimes I grab the first one I see. So, other than the fact that because it's digital, right? you are able to search a name or search something that you wrote, and it will take you take you to there, take you to there, take you to it, take you to it. Like, other than that, right? So, like, let's say you're doing your character profiles. Now, you can put things in folders and stuff like that to make it a little bit easier to find them. But the fact that you can search because it's digital, right? You can put in a search, one like some type of keyword, and it'll take you right there. And you didn't have to figure out where it was at. Like in the notebook, even if you put everything in one, you still have to filter through the pages to find it. So it can help in that sense. But as someone that used to write, even with like typewriters and like computers, and like I know, but it's just something about like writing it. Even when I still handwrite notes for classes, for like whatever programs I'm in, like whatever messaging, I still handwrite things. I just feel like my brain processes it differently when I'm writing it versus like just typing it out and kind of having it digital. Now you can probably create like a digital backup of it. So I would probably recommend where if you remember to, like, once you go and you write it, that you just take a snapshot of it and take that picture, upload it, right? And and keep it in a digital format where it can be searched. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. Yes, I'm definitely one where I feel like with handwriting, ideas flow better. That I just have to go in and like I'll scratch stuff. I like scratching things out. I love highlighters. So yeah, in a digital sense, you would probably just delete. But I found that when I'm handwriting stuff and like it was an idea, I'm like, okay, no, and I'll scratch it out, and I'm like, okay, to tell my brain to skip past that. Like every so often, I'll look at it like, you know what? I might be able to use this idea over here, and then I'll just recopy it like in a different spot or whatever. So I like just analog, just like writing it out. Digital is great, but just something about that and just my process for that, it just works for me. I can never like fully get away from that because I keep a lot of notebooks too. But if you want to be able to make your life easier, it's when you're writing these ideas, figuring out a way to catalog it, right? Um, it might be if you have, okay, so here's an idea, like it's gonna it's gonna take time, right, to do it. Most of our notebooks, we don't have, it's not numbers on them, right? Because it's not something a book that's like numbered. I wish more notebooks probably would like number stuff, like that would make our life so much easier. But let's say you go and you create this number sequence and you create like, if you don't want to write them all out, you can definitely write out yourself. But let's just say that you um create print and cut stickers. Either you go buy them, you make them, and you are literally labeling every single page in a notebook. Most of them only have 80 pages. Like I know it may seem like a lot, but it's like 80 pages, 100 pages, like in your standard notebook, composition notebook. And you go and you label them. When you go and you take that picture of it and it has that page number on it, when you have it in its digital format, if there's something that you want to go in back to that page and write, when you go and you create a digital library of it as well, you're going to, you don't have, nowadays, you don't have to scan it. You can simply take a picture of it. It'll straighten it out for you, do all these things, and you put it in a folder. And if you want to be able to research something, you can do a couple different things. You can utilize the sheets, right? And because you have all this AI stuff and you can like talk to it. So let me show you one more resource. I'm gonna get out of here because I gotta go get the blessing that God has for you, girl. He don't play about. He don't play about me. Hey, he don't play about me. Okay, anywho. So there is a feature in Canva, which is Canva Sheets. Now, could you do this in Excel? Sure. Could you do this in Google Sheets? Sure. But it's not quite the same with adding pictures. Okay. So let me share this one thing. And I'm gonna get out y'all here because I've taken up an hour and 15 minutes of your time. Okay. So let's go back here. And we're gonna go back to Canva. I'm gonna go to the home page. So covers are one thing. Covers don't help you with the page number. That doesn't help you because you still got to figure out and go through and kind of scan. But if you number your pages like it was a book and you know, okay, I wrote this, and especially if you have a picture, this is on page 15. Even if you cannot fit, if you could, okay, let's say, right? All right, hear me out, follow me here. If you take the time to label your notebooks, right? Yeah, they got pretty covers on them, but when it's on the inside, you don't know which one it was in. But if you went, you wrote it out, and you took a quick second, you take a picture, you upload it to Canva, upload it to like your Google Drive somewhere in there so you can keep it, you can delete it off your phone so you're not taking up space, right? But you can always have it. So you go and you do that, right? You see page 15. What did I got a bunch of dang on notebooks that got page like they got 15 pages. Like which page 15, like, or no, it's all of these different notebooks, should I say. So you're not gonna know which one. Or like which, like you say, like you don't know which one you wrote it in. But if you see this snapshot that had this, if you need to go back to that one, you know that it's page 15. So even if you pull out the 5 notebooks that you wrote in within the past week, I'm going to go straight to page 15 on all of these books to figure out if it matches this picture. Make sense? That's why this is what I'm saying. I'm a strategist. You don't think I'll be playing when I say this. I will think of some things, and it's like once you hear it, it could all be so simple. But it takes my brain. It takes a professor's brain. I'm telling you. That may seem like, damn it, that makes sense once someone says it. When you are creating systems, this is what I mean by a micro system. Is it going to take discipline on your part? Absolutely. You are going to have to remember to take that picture and upload it. And it may seem cumbersome, like when you're doing it, like it may seem like a lot, but when you need it, you are going to be grateful. You are going to thank yourself for taking the time to stick to the system. So now when you need that, and even though you have 5 notebooks, but because I did things like, let me go, when I get a fresh notebook, let me label every last one of these pages. You got a Cameo, you're not using it, you can't figure out how to use it for a t-shirt, for this, for that, I'm going to do a print cut. You could go out and you can buy some labels. They may not be uniform. You may want them to be a certain size. You may want them to be in a heart, a star. I don't care. That sticker paper that you got, you thought you were going to do party favors, and now you're not doing it. You don't feel like it's a waste of money. How can you use it in the next part of your life, whatever you do, because you gave up on party favors? Take that. Create some number dots for yourself. Put them number dots. Every time you get a new folder, put number dots on those pages. So when you go and now in your system, you go and you write something, everybody got a phone, got a smartphone. Even the cheapest of smartphones, you can put Canva on it. It's an app. Take a picture, put it on there. If you need to, you're not going to go and you're going to search lovely daisies because something you wrote something in there about, that's the one part you remember. It's going to come up. That picture's going to tell you, and you're going to look at it. It's going to say page 15. Okay, I'm going to pull my notebooks out. I ain't got to go through all of them. I'm going to go to page 15. Nope, it wasn't in 1. It wasn't in, okay, it's in book 3, page 15. Let me finish writing. Let me go here. Let me add to this. It's creating micro systems. It doesn't have to be a complex system. It doesn't have to be something that's automated. Some of y'all cannot afford automated. I know automated sounds great. All of the influences, they make automated sound so amazing. It's going to save your life. It's going to make you you cannot afford automation right now. I'm telling you, you cannot afford automation, but you can afford, and you can afford something like Canva, whether it's free, because the sheets and all that stuff, it's free to use. It's free. It's free to use, right? You can afford to pay for that. You cannot afford to not incorporate micro systems in your life, not just your business, in your hobbies, in your life. You as a parent, you as a wife, you whatever it is, you need micro systems. Systems save lives. Okay? So, here's going to be the idea. Like, this is where you can take this up a notch. If this is helpful for y'all, too quiet for me in the chat. Like, that's the part that bugs me. I be feeling like I'm giving out my good. Okay. I'm giving you the best of me. And when I don't see not a nary a comment, I'm like, okay, wait, was that not good? Am I wasting my time? Like, I need to see something in the chat. That was good. Even if it's not applied to you right now, but like just know that you need to create microsystems. Thank you for something. Or maybe I need to show y'all my example because I be giving y'all my good. Y'all be talking about gatekeeping because y'all be wanting specific things that y'all think just gonna get y'all to the top and not really pick. Y'all like to call them gems, but you're not really acting. You're not treating them like they no real gems. Okay, never mind. What is that? Author LJ Walker. Girl, I will show you later because, the chat isn't chatting. It's not giving what it's supposed to give. Okay. I'll show you later. I'll show you now. I'll show y'all in a different video. We're going to cut this one right here and I will show y'all the secret sauce to that. But before I go, if anything that I have said, you're like, you know what? She cooking with grease. Okay. Some hot grease. I like what she's talking about. Our 4-day understanding Canva training starts on Friday. Friday at 7 p.m., Saturday at 12 noon, and then you can process everything. It's going to be information overload. On Sunday, you process it. Monday, we come back at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then Tuesday, we wrap up. I'm going to be breaking down, and it's going to be interactive. You're going to get in here. Not only are you going to create all these systems, but you're going to get a full understanding of Canva, touch the text, touch the templates, the animations, the this and that. And then you will have a full understanding, like a full scope, and you can figure out how you can incorporate it in your life. And if you still can't figure it out, this is why you join our Canva membership, right? Where we're going to go through different things, Canva for business, Canva for your everyday life. You're going to join these and you are going to systemize your life over the next couple of months, okay? Systems save lives. Don't disregard or discard the micro systems. I know big systems, you feel like that's what you need, like this major system. Don't disregard the micro systems. The link for it is in the description. You can check out on our shop site. With our shop site, if you have a gift card, if you have rewards points, you can use that to save and knock down that 63.65. You can also use Sezzle if you prefer Sezzle. If you are someone that wants to use Klarna, Afterpay, or Affirm, you can go straight to the Academy site. That's the one that says learn Canva with ease. And then the other one says something else. So it says it in the description. So there's the shop site. And then there is the one that goes directly to the Academy site. Now, even on the shop site, you're going to still go to the Academy site to like get access to the sessions, but you have to, you're going to use that, like I said, for gift cards, rewards points, or to use Sezzle. You are going to go over there. And I think that one also has Apple Pay. Thinkific doesn't have Apple Pay, if I'm not mistaken. But they have PayPal, credit card, Affirm, Klarna, Afterpay, and Cash App Pay. So those are your two options to enroll. We start on Friday. We will have, I was going to do it tomorrow, but I literally just got a message saying that my niece's last game to see her cheer is tomorrow. And Thursday I have print and cut, so I can't do it. So I'm probably going to do it tonight, where we're going to have like another kickoff, like meet and greet, kind of just come in and just like shake the nerves off. I'll probably put it out there and I'll go live again after I go to the doctor for Zadimani. I'll do that tonight because tomorrow I just got the message and I got to show up for my niece. It's her last game for like cheer. So I got to show up for her. So I'm going to have to move it because I was going to do it tomorrow night. So I'll do it tonight. We're going to have like a little kickoff. I'll probably do one like tomorrow, like afternoon, like morningish, because it's Wednesday. Zadimani gets out at 1:50. So we'll probably do it a little bit earlier tomorrow. Another like just live Zoom. You can come in, be a little bit more comfortable, like getting to know me and ask any questions. You have ideas, things like that. You can come to the kickoff. But it's 63.65, 4 days. You can't beat that. I'm sorry. You can't beat it. Right. And there are ways to break that up into smaller payments, 4 to 6 payments, depending on which buy now, pay later option you use. I didn't even take this up. Y'all know normally when I offer you buy now, pay later, there is a separate fee for that. It's like an additional $10 because they charge us additional fees. But I'm making this to where no matter what, you're paying $63.65. So definitely take advantage of that because I don't think I'll ever do it again. Y'all know I always have a regular price if you pay regular credit card and then buy now, pay later, because why should I be penalized because you're using buy now, pay later? Let's serve another day. but it's going to be fun. It's not like last time I did understanding Canva and it was one day and it was like all these hours. We're really breaking it up. I want you to get in there. I want you to get a full understanding. So we're breaking it up over the course of 4 days. The outline of those are there. Oh, look, I'll show y'all this though. I will show you this. I use a Canva template to create, like, Canva templates are amazing to not stress myself out. Yeah, like I don't want to be like super stressed out. So I use Canva templates to create resources that I'm going to need for myself. I don't remember which one this was. Let's go here. Let's go out. I'm just going to go into templates and then I'm going to go flyer. Okay, wait, what y'all doing? Okay, there we go. I was like, wait a minute now. It's a little slow today. All right, so the one that I used, it wasn't this one. It's kind of sort of like this one, but that's not it. But there's all of these ones I wanted to show, like, and it was like event schedule. And see, a lot of these have, that's another good live video in how these things are technically structured the same way, but they're just laid out differently. Okay, none of these are it. Where's the one that I used? Okay, so let's just go event schedule. Why is the one that I use not coming? Maybe because I used it. I don't know. It's not coming up. Oh, it's this one right here. Is it this one? Yeah, I think it's this one right here. So this is what it originally looked like. And I added to it. So I took away like this part. I didn't need 5 days. I only needed 4. But that is what's here. And so I ended up like moving it down because I only needed 5 days. I took away that bottom part and I added, like, to me, the RIP page is kind of signature for me. So I can put our Academy, 365 Creative Academy. So I can put that there. And so I end up showing what the Zoom schedule is, a Canva overview. So that is on our pages right now. So if you go to it, you will end up seeing what Friday will entail, Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. So it has all of these, all this information. So I'm going to post again on my social media, but I created that graphic in Canva. All right. So go check that out if you're interested in the Canva training. Like I said, it kicks off this Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Hopefully I will see you guys in the room. And if you ever have a question, yes, there are replays. I don't teach anything where I am taking your coins and I don't provide you a replay. You have access to the replay to be able to go back, because you're not going to be able to absorb everything in that like 2 hours or so for each session. Although Saturday is a little bit longer, you're not going to be able to absorb all of that. So there definitely is replay. Okay. All righty. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.